Alright, I don't know how much I can say about specific machinima YouTubers because of the whole guidelines and all that stuff, but something needs to be said about Mr. Gamertag's most recent Mario 3 video that was uploaded on the either 18th or 19th, not sure, of January. Um, there, there, there's just a lot of stuff going on with this video. He is wrong, basically on all accounts, and the problem isn't that he's wrong. It's that he's getting money from mindless 15-year-olds across the world with content that isn't up to par with standards of small channels that have less than 5k subs. That's the problem, and this video is a perfect demonstration of this problem. If you haven't seen it already, please go watch it. He talks about the powered weapons in Mario 3, and he's literally wrong, and the gameplay doesn't back up what he's saying whatsoever. First, he says how the striker isn't overpowered because you have to control the engagement. There's so much close quarters combat in this game that you can easily use the striker on every single map, even like Bakara, one of the biggest maps in the game. And then he says on Fallen, have you ever seen anybody do well with the striker on Fallen? Cobra, who's gotten one MOAB, used a striker on Fallen to get that, and he was using kick on the striker, I think, before he got all the perks. So you're literally wrong there, Woody. He controlled the engagement, like you said, on Fallen. He allowed it so it would be close quarters combat the entire time, because that's all Mario 3 is usually. When you randomly get hard scoped across the map, that hardly ever happens. Okay, then he talked about, let's see, what was the next weapon? I think the FMGs. Oh yeah, actually no, back to the striker. I didn't get to my point. The problem with the striker isn't that it has range or it has high damage. It's the goddamn fire rate combined with the amount of bullets it has. You can get off 12 shots so fast, and they're all potential one-shot kills. You literally don't have to have good aim with it. You know a weapon is overpowered when you put it in a complete nub's hands, and he does well with, maybe not well, but he does an average job with it. The striker. Okay, the FMG9s, Akimbos, with steady aim. I'll just type 95, and the MP7. I'll get to those other weapons, but yeah, the striker, the fire rate compared to the other shotguns. I know the USS is automatic, but no, you can't give it the USS at all. I picked one up with damage earlier, and I hit this kid 4 times, and he didn't die. That doesn't happen with the striker. At max with damage, you'll hit him twice, and they will fall. And then you have another 10 shots, which it can be shot. I don't know exactly how fast it is, but it is lightning speed faster than the Spaz 12 or 87. The striker, it needs to go. Just get rid of the gun. Ban it. No, don't ban it. Just delete it off of the server or something. I don't even know how to explain it. Just get rid of the gun. Okay, the FMG9s. The fire rate with these guns as well. With them akimbo, I don't know how fast, or I don't know how many bullets it takes, but when you get killed by the FMGs, you don't go red. You go from shooting to on the ground, getting ready to watch the kill cam. It's literally, okay, literal gaming, like you get sniped. How is this weapon not overpowered at all? And then he says, if you don't have scavenger, you're only going to get 2 kills with it. Okay, that's what specialist is for, you freaking... Not going to say anything bad. You spawn with scavenger, hardline, steady aim, sleight of hand is your first perk, assassin as your third perk, and fucking whatever you want as the last one. That solves everything. I've seen FMG9 MOABs where kids were just destroyed. I saw Jay Nasty on Fallen literally took on the entire team for 18 kills. They just kept coming after him, and he was destroying them on Fallen too. No close quarters on that map because the striker's not even good, right? Yeah, dead wrong. Okay, FMG9's ridiculous. They make the G18s look decent or average on Marfred too, as far as secondary Kimbos go. Yeah, the FMG9s post-patch aren't as good, of course, because the hipfire rate is a little bit more, but they still win 1v1 battles without problem, okay? Next weapon on the list, Type 95. He says, none of these are quotes or anything, but I'm pretty accurate with what I'm saying. He says, if you're in the same room with somebody and they have a Type 95, he likes his chances. Then he must like horrible odds, because the hipfire on the Type 95 post-patch is still perfect. It takes 2 bullets to kill, even with the silencer from like 10 feet away. 1 burst hipfires are easy, okay? Saw Ian has his Type 95 Moab the other day. He was destroying with it in the first like couple minutes from like 6 feet away. 1 burst, 1 burst, 1 burst. The gun is probably the second best CQC gun in the game. And he's saying that he likes his odds when they're in the same room. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The only guns that could probably beat it was if a PP90 with rapid fire or PP90 or MP7 caused view kick, or a striker, or like a one-shot spaz or model. Besides that, Type 95 wins every single time with decent aim. It's 1 burst every single time, because you don't even need all 3 bullets to hit. The gun is ridiculous. It's by far the best burst weapon ever made in Call of Duty. It needs to go. It's the only thing good that is... Wait, how am I going to word this? The only thing that isn't ridiculously overpowered with it is if you put a silencer on it and at range, I think it takes 5 to 6 bullets to kill, and that can be tricky. I've gotten plenty of hit markers and people just shake it off and run away. But that's what Recon's Pro is for. Okay, next gun. The MP7. The most under-talked about, overpowered weapon I think ever made in a video game. It has little to no recoil, perfect iron sights, 40 round clip, but the extended mags has 60 round clip, high fire rate without rapid fire. Of course it has good hip fire, ridiculous range, full auto with or without kick. You can full auto it across the map. And with silencer and extended mags, or extended mags and rapid fire, whatever those combos, if you don't use a sight, it's literally like running around with an assault rifle, but you have increased speed. There is 0 drawback. There is no negative aspect with the MP7. It's right there with the Type 95 as far as gun goes. It has pretty much the same range as the Type 95. It has really, it's perfect rushing weapon. You can camp with it. The gun has no downside to it. And he's gonna say he didn't even really talk about the MP7. He puts a red dot on it too. So there's just, he's gonna make like, I don't know, maybe $200 off of that video where he is literally wrong on so many accounts. But he's making $200 on it, and I'll upload this video and it'll probably get a few haters, and it'll get like 1,800 views, and that is not even... I'm done. I got my point across.